This video's taking like 30 recordings because I keep coughing in the middle of my recording. What's going on, guys? My name is Quaid, and I'm sick or something. I don't know. It's the day of the Super Bowl, and just kind of waiting here for it to start. It's like may as well pump out a video. Haven't made one in a week. Yeah, that's the intro. Well, what's going on, guys? My name is Quaid, and what makes you unique? Um, I don't like starting the videos typically like that, where I just ask a question and then start ranting, but that's how this video is gonna go. If you disagree with me, say I right now. The past week, I went to a writing workshop at my college, and the teacher had a sentence put up on the board, and it was, "What makes you unique?" And she had a timer for 5 minutes. She wanted all of us to just write what makes us special, you know? And so I went into it thinking, okay, I got this. Just say something special about me. I'm from Texas. Oh fuck, we're all from Texas. And I ended up writing down nothing. I wrote down 0 words. Just couldn't really write out what makes me special. There's not really very many qualities that make me special. I'm a computer science student. So is like fucking 50% of the country that's in college or something. I don't know the actual statistic, but I know there's a fuck ton of computer science kids. And none of us are going to get jobs. And so I took it home and just let myself sleep on the idea. Wrote it down in a notepad on my phone. It's like, okay, I'll sleep on this, and I'll come back tomorrow with answers for myself. The writing workshop was done, but still, I feel like if there's a sort of problem, if there's a problem on the board in calculus, I'm going to take it home and be like, why the fuck can't I solve this? So I took that question home and thought about it and, watched a bunch of fucking YouTube videos, COD commentaries, as you're currently watching. And a lot of them actually had some similar takes, We're not we're not all special, I think a good portion of those videos tried to communicate that, you're different in some way. Everybody's different. And my conclusion was, no, I'm not fucking different. None of us are different. Sorry, I'm sure you clicked on this thinking, oh, Quaid's gonna say something inspirational or some shit. I don't know why you would click on a video by me thinking there's gonna be something inspirational. Um, and no, we're all the same people. I mean, I went to the gym the other day. As I was leaving, I was walking through the boxing area. Just got done cuddling with dudes on the mat because jujitsu. Um, and there was some dudes standing there, and they were like, hey, Quaid," or they didn't say Quaid because they didn't know me, but they're like, "Hey, dude, you went to blah blah blah," because I was wearing a shirt for my high school, and I was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Oh, I went to blah blah blah." We talked for like 5 minutes, and they were talking about being from where I'm from. It was a cool experience because I'm never gonna talk to those guys again, but they grew up like fucking 10 minutes away from me, and we're hours upon hours away from home, and we all ended up in the same place. Those dudes might fucking smoke crack, but did we all end up in the little boxing gym when Quaid was walking to go fill up his water bottle? Yeah, we did. We all ended up in the same room at the same time. And even if somebody's like acts different than you, that doesn't make them necessarily different. We're all humans. If you wanted some takeaway from this video, it's, oh fuck, I don't want to be one of those fucking losers from elementary school, but treat people how you want to be treated, I guess. I don't know. Try to make this somewhat more knowledgeable than Quaid talking about people abusing drugs and saying fuck over and over again. Which I guess that kind of fits into a COD commentary. video. I just feel like people worry too much about, seeming different. Oh, I listened to this album and I didn't like it. No, I just people try too hard to be different, and I think there's some of us that you need to go branch out by yourself. If you're just listening to fucking the Beatles every day, maybe try a little bit of something else. I was that kid once, middle school. I was a big fan of Queen. Uh, Freddie Mercury, however you say his name. I just think of the Borat clip every single time I hear his name. But yeah, we're not all that different. Sometimes just try and relax and accept that you're not different. We're all fucking NPCs, We're not the main character. You should have learned that in elementary school, man. Yeah, not much to say. Hope you'll have a good day, and peace.